Howdy, howdy. I kind of forgot I put my name down. I'm going to be honest. This poem's called Happy Birthday, Mom. Happy birthday, Mom, is what I wish I could say to you, but you are not here, not because you are no longer on this plane of existence and ascended to that God that you so foolishly love. Although you are dead to me, you have been for a while, yet your ghost still haunts me. How is that possible when you are still here living? Using every ounce of your breath to constantly spew venom into my younger siblings, still trying to warp their minds to be filled with nothing but hate towards my father, other siblings, and me. They tell me the things you say to them, and I wonder how could a mom say such things about their own flesh and blood? Happy birthday, Mom, is what I wish I could say if you actually acted like a mom. A mom wouldn't push her kids to the point where they can't process what unconditional love means. Your love always comes with fine print, but I didn't come into this world knowing how to read, yet you force those terms and conditions to the point where I question if others have a similar contract. Happy birthday, Mom, is what I wish I could say, but then I remember back in September, 2 days before my own birthday, you drunkenly texted me claiming you don't know why I was acting like this, and that you were nice to me, and I know that. I don't think I know what the definition of nice is then. Was it nice when you kicked me out 2 months after turning 18, simply for dating a girl? Was it nice when I came back home with my long hair suddenly gone, you told me you wanted to give me up to the state, and I begged you to do it already, but you said you first needed to get your anger out on me? Was it nice when you told me you would rather have a dead daughter than a happy son? These are some of the nice things you did for me, right? Happy birthday, Mom, is what I wish I could say to you, except I know I am the kid you regretted having, which is weird because I was the firstborn and was planned. However, I did not come out the way you or your God wanted. I did not follow the Bible, although I did try to for so many years, but at some point I realized saying another prayer, begging for answers from a cruel God, was going to leave me writing another note. That God you chose again and again over your own kids. That God that you claim is on your side right now as you commit sin after sin. I didn't realize God had special rules set aside for you so you can keep on drinking beer after another just to spread your legs wider than Moses parted the seas for any man that gives you any attention. Maybe you can share a beer with God when you get to heaven, because according to you, I will simply burn in hell simply for going by the name Xander. Happy birthday, Mom, is what I wish I could say until I realized that all 5 of your kids want nothing to do with you. 3 of us have already cut ties with you this year alone. The 2 younger ones begged their dad to take them away from you, yet you refused to see that you were the problem, instead claiming that you were the victim, telling a sob story to anyone who will listen. People foolishly believe it because the blood that you are covered in is so bright and red that they don't realize the dull knife that you are holding behind your back. For many years, I have grown used to that cold and sharp blade that I didn't even realize who had been twisting it in me this whole time. I think I finally looked at whose bloody hand was holding that knife when I was 17, but I would rather have that knife there than to pull it out, because I then would become aware that I am bleeding and who would be there to stop it. Happy birthday, Mom, is what I wish I could say until I realized that I am not bleeding out. My wounds have been bandaged by people who love me more than you were ever capable of. They show me how to care for them and how to deal with them on days such as today, where the scars start to sting again. A reminder how much you hurt me and that you will always be holding that knife. Happy birthday, Mom, is something I will never say to you again.